Thank you so much for joining. We're back with another one. Of course, NFT Shorts. You know what to do. If you're interested and you like the content, subscribe, hit the like. Don't forget the bell because you know that's going to let you know when these videos drop. You want to be the first to catch them because honestly, the way things are moving right now, you got to get on things really quickly because once the top comes, the hikes, it just begins to climb. So don't be left out. Don't be a sucker. Definitely smash the like you've heard before 1,000 times. I don't even want to say that, but you know what to do. Thank you so much for your support. Let's get it going. All right, so look, again, we're going into something quite interesting. It's called BSC Pad. Now, this, as it states right here, is the first decentralized IDO platform for Binance Smart Chain. My goodness. It's the first. I mean, it's an incubator. What they do is, if you're not familiar with the term, essentially what they do is they help to give a platform for different, perhaps smaller budget projects to launch on, right? So they've got a platform where people are using this token, the BSC Pad token. Now, the reason why I'm talking about this token is not just because it's just a token, right? But let's look at some of the projects that they have. So when you click this, view all projects button, take a look. These are some of the previous projects that have been delivered. We got BSC View. I mean, the first one, BSC Pad, I guess on its own. IOS is doing all right now. There was a bit of an issue with BSC Pad over the past few days as of today. Today's what, April 2nd. So Cook Finance, as you see before your eyes, essentially they say that they were gonna launch with 18 million tokens, but it was alleged that about essentially 80 million tokens were dropped at launch, which means it essentially diluted the total token amount, and essentially people felt there was some questionable activity with that particular launch. Now, that is Cook protocol. We can't necessarily look at that and say, hey, BSC Pad is not trustworthy because this. Well, BSC Pad only has so much control in the end of what the companies that they help to launch actually do. So I don't want to put it all on BSC Pad that this happened, but they've definitely bounced back. IOS is doing all right. They definitely have some new 8pays coming up soon, and auction, they're coming up to be determined. I won't drop the dates yet. I definitely jumped in the Telegram groups to figure that out. So I won't drop any information on that just for now. We'll definitely talk about that in a bit. Now, just full disclosure, I do own some of this, but it's not what you think. So there's one cool thing as well about BSC Pad that's coming out eventually. One of the IDOs is going to be called Revomon, and it's definitely a Pokemon-esque type of NFT game. It looks like it could be really interesting. I see evolutions and all, and for video gamers, I think that's a fantastic thing. Collectors, you want exclusive items. I mean, wouldn't it be amazing if you were the exclusive owner of a certain creature with a certain move set and nobody else had it? I think that'd be cool. So looking at their Twitter page, you'll notice that there's quite a lot of activity. Again, a beautiful thing. They've only been around since February, like many on the Binance Smart Chain. This is a great opportunity for anybody who's looking to lower costs. Let's just say due to Ethereum networks. It's pretty much high gas fees for most people are saying the same thing. It's not a new story, right? Especially for people who are starting out in crypto. It would be really nice for them to just jump in on something that's fairly low cost, right? In terms of transaction fees is what I'm speaking on. So again, BSC Pad is quite active on it. They've got their 8pay information right there. Click that, go to their Telegram group, ask questions, figure out when the launch is, be part of the pre-sale, and you know what I mean? Save a penny, get ahead of the crowd. That's what this is all about. And this is why I always recommend, as you heard 100 times, hit the like button, subscribe, but also the notification bell, because it's things like this. The way things are moving right now, if you're even 2 hours late, or if you get a message or you see the new video from a certain person 2 hours late, you might have missed a 100x or 75% gain in literally 2 hours. So it's wise that you stay on the ball. But again, lots of activity 9 hours ago as I scroll, 11 hours ago, 12 hours ago, they're still going. And that's a fantastic thing. But like I said, there have been some bounce backs after the Cook protocol situation because people weren't liking that, to be honest. Now, let's get to the token. One interesting thing about this token, pardon me, is that there is an obvious pattern going on. Look, we're talking about BSC Pad, which is essentially a utility token. If you have enough staked in your wallet, you have access to pre-sales for these IDOs that we just previously spoke about on this page right here. These are the two that are coming. If you've got enough staked a BSC Pad, you're going to be in there and you'll be able to have, several hours. I don't recall the exact amount of time that these are open, but nonetheless, the point is you're going to be able to have access to pre-sales as long as you've stacked your BSC Pad. Now, the reason why you're going to find this fluctuating pattern is because you got a stake, and then when they take the snapshot of your account, people dump. They buy it back when it's low, sell it when it's high, get the snapshot done, then they dump. Get the snapshot done, then they dump. They get a little snapshot done, then they're dumping. So you'll notice a good $1 swing, something like that, maybe $1.50, even sometimes $2. If I'm not mistaken, just today alone, I saw it go down to $3. Let me just double check. $3.38, okay? As the low, today's high is $4.40. So we're like, again, reasonably, fairly safely, dare I say, this is not any sort of financial advice. It's just an idea and a pattern that I've noticed. I think you might want to check this out though. Grab some BSC Pad. I would say around the 350 mark. If you catch it that low, that's great. I personally think it's going to be on the rise as long as they continue to bounce back with good IDOs. Again, they bounced back from the Cook protocol situation. People weren't really feeling that too much because, like I said, they did essentially 4 times the amount of available tokens on day one from what they claimed they would do. So that really diminished a little bit of the token value for some people. Now, I would say realistically, if you can catch this thing around $4, then perhaps a good buy and maybe even a good flip, a good quick, trade it after a day or two, even the same day. But in order for you to get the best numbers, the best return, you definitely have to be up on the Telegram, maybe the Twitter, and find out when the pre-sale starts so you know when people are stocking up on BSC Pad so you don't fall behind and get it when the price is way up. No, you got to get it after the pre-sale is done and people have already liquidated their BSC Pad, only to do it again within a couple of days depending on what the next IDO is. So keep your eyes peeled on that. Again, this is not financial advice. These are just some ideas I've got. I witnessed the pattern. I thought maybe it would be useful to you. And if you're looking for any more information like this, you know what to do. You've heard it before, but I'm going to say it again. Subscribe to the channel, like, share, but of course, hit that bell because some of these gems are going to be dropped and you're going to miss them, right? Another thing you could do, especially if you are new to crypto and you're looking to get a head start, some good tips on and walkthroughs and really a helping hand, you definitely want to check out my Patreon. I don't know if there's anybody else out there in the world right now who's going to sit down with you. We'll get on a call if it needs to be like that, and we'll definitely share some tutorials and help you get up to speed, whether you need to create accounts, create wallets, just to understand the general idea, maybe how to read charts. You name it. This is a very personalized experience and it's only available for a limited amount of people. So definitely check the Patreon because it's going to go. And once it's gone, I'm not going to say I told you so, but I just hope that I have the time to open up some more for some other people. But let's get it going, man. Let's get this together. Right now it's at about $4. It's a reasonable entry point because from what I've seen, it tends to go to $5, $6. And I believe and it's gone down quite a bit over the past few days, even a little lower than it's accustomed to going. What we're looking at, 3.8 cents, sorry, $3.80 roughly. and the previous low was about $4.80. Let's see, $2.90. So let's say $3 is essentially the lowest this is going to go. Right now, I'm looking at about 385 as being the rough estimate low. If you're catching it at 4, enjoy potentially a good dollar swing up or even $1.50. And let's keep it like that. You know what to do. Check you next time for NFT Shorts. Thank you so much for joining this one. All the best.